Hi guys, greetings to you all, and once again we are welcomed onto the Stratford Africa channel. Up next for Manchester United is a game against Atletico Madrid in the UEFA Champions League round of 16 stage. This game will be played away from home at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium, and that is what we are going to be previewing in this video today. So as usual, please subscribe to the channel if you are new, and smash a like on the video, share it, and get into the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about the upcoming game and what you think about all the happenings around Manchester United recently. So that being said, let's move straight into it. But before we do the preview, let me just use this first minute to address this anti-Manchester United agenda that TalkSport has. Like, nothing Manchester United does seems to be of an appreciation to them. We beat Leeds in the league just yesterday, and this morning they are up again talking crap and shit about Man United. One guy was saying like we are over celebrating that win and we are doing it as if we've won the league. But what are they expecting us to do when we've turned up and beaten our most fierce opponent in the league in Leeds United? So forget about them. I think our atmosphere around the club and everything is still fine. Keep enjoying the win, and let's bring on Atletico. So Atletico Madrid is a very tough game, and our boys are going to need to be at their best to be able to get a positive result out of that game, especially considering this season. I think we've had better results away from home than we've had at Old Trafford. So if we stand any chance of qualifying from this tie and making it to the next round, this away game is very crucial, and we are going to have to get a positive result on Wednesday to stand a chance to qualify through. Yeah, so Atletico Madrid are coming into this game lying fit on the La Liga table, and they are in a very good form, even though their form hasn't been the best. They are playing as defensive champions of the league, but of late, recently, results hasn't been good for them. But we can't make that get into our heads too much. They are still a good team, and we need to be at our best. Yeah, so they have a very good form. In their last 5 games, they have won 3 and lost 1, and it's a very good form to have. So I think our boys will need to be wary of that and be at their best. Also, they also qualified into the round of 16 from a very tough group. If you remember, they came from a group that had Liverpool, FC Porto, AC Milan, and them together. These 4 teams made up that group, and it was considered as a group of death, and they made it out. So if a team can qualify from such a group, you have to take them serious, you understand? Yes, and you know Diego Simione and the way he plays, he really likes to sit deep and give you the ball and catch you on the break. So the way you would defend their transitions is going to be very crucial if we are going to win or even get a positive result on Wednesday. So that being said, they are going to be missing a couple of players too. I think I need to mention that Koke is a very big doubt for that game, and Yannick Carrasco too is out. He's serving his 3-match ban that was given to him by UEFA for attacking an opponent player. I think it's him and Kyle Walker of Man City who were given those bans, and they tried to appeal to try and get those bans lifted, but they lost the appeal. So the ban is still intact, and Carrasco is not going to play. So this should inure to our benefit, because he's a very dangerous player. He can pass the ball where he dribbles, he has pace, and most of their transitions come through his flank. So if he's not going to be available, I think it should be a very big positive for us. That being said, they are still a good team, and they still have some pretty good players that we need to be very careful of. The likes of Joao Felix, Thomas Lemar, Griezmann, even Suarez on his day is still a very potent striker. So our defense and our midfield, they really need to be on alert in order to deal with their threat. They are very technically gifted. They really can play in tight spaces, and they can pass the ball quickly enough to play on the counter. So if you don't win our individual battles and we play as bad as we've been playing recently, I don't think we stand a chance of qualifying in this tie. Yeah, so as I said earlier on, they like to sit deep and give you the ball and then catch you on the break. And United, one of our biggest problems has been our defense of opponent transitions. The way we defend transitional play from our opponents has been bad, and our wingers will need to be very wary and track back to help our fullbacks to get a positive result from this game. So I think that is what the little information about Atletico Madrid coming into this game. let's turn our attention to ourselves and see what's happening at our camp. So United, we are coming to this game with no injury worries at all. Our last game against Leeds, nobody picked up an injury, and the lads seems to be doing well. Even Edison Cavani will probably be back and available for this game, except that McTominay posted a picture on Instagram, and then he had some amount of bruises on his ankle from the Leeds United game, but it's just mere bruises. So I believe by Wednesday he should be fine and available. So our centre back partnership is still a problem, and it's a funny problem though, because we all thought Maguire was the answer and we needed someone to partner Maguire. We got Varane this season and Maguire form has dipped, and it has been a change up and down. But now I think it's clear to us and everybody that Victor Lindelof should be the main man in our defense, and whoever should partner him should be between Maguire or Varane, because I don't think the Varane and Maguire partnership works well. For the past few games when Maguire and Varane has played together, Maguire have played very badly. You understand? Yes. And now that Maguire is back playing with Lindelof, it seems his performances has been improving. So the Maguire and Varane partnership, I don't think it works. It's either Varane and Lindelof or Lindelof and Maguire. So Lindelof has been our best centre back, and he needs to stay in the team and be our mainstay. So our predicted 11, I think in our last game, Rangnick really, I mean, he rotated the team a lot to give a lot of the starters a rest, and I expect most of them to be back for this game. Yes, especially the likes of Diogo Dalot. I expect him to be back at right back for Wan-Bissaka, even though Wan-Bissaka played well in our last game. But because of the way Dalot helps us in progressing the ball, his progressive touches, his progressive passing, his forward thinking is what makes Rangnick prefers him over Wan-Bissaka. And this is a crucial game. Having given him a rest over the weekend, I expect Dalot to be back in this game. And then also on the wings, Rashford has not been playing, and over the weekend too, he was on the bench again. So I expect Rashford to come back, even though left onto me, I think Anthony Elanga would have been the ideal player to pick, because he has been in top form and Rashford's form hasn't been the best. And Anthony Elanga will work hard off the ball, he will help defensively, and when he has the ball, he will simplify the game for us. You understand? He wouldn't be shooting from silly angles, and he is not like, there's no pressure on him to impress. He's just doing the simple things well, like passing the ball and moving, pass and move, pass and move. He's not trying to dribble the whole field like Rashford will try and do. So I think he's the ideal guy for me, but having sit Rashford out of the team for that long, I think the pressure is on him now to start him, and I think he will start Rashford. That being said, these are the only changes I am expecting. All the other guys are expected to keep their place in the team. Yes, especially the likes of DJ Adams, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba. Pogba has been in top form ever since he returned from his injury. So I expect him to start. McTominay might also start, and up top there, Cristiano Ronaldo is there. Sancho is just amazing right now, and he's in a very top vein of form, and I expect Sancho to play. But one thing very worryingly to me that our team needs to address is the amount of immaturity in the team when we have the ball. I still see some amount of hastiness in our players, and it doesn't help our build-up. It doesn't help the way we play together as a team. Whenever we have the ball, we seem to ignore the obvious passes and try and pick out the difficult ones, the hero balls. Against Leeds United, I saw a bit of that, and it's still not good enough. If you want to be a top team, you have to consider build-up play. You have to stop playing the hero balls all the time and try and build up well and keep the ball, dominate possession and dominate the territory, so that we can pin the opposition back and carve them open time and time again. So I think the hasty passing, the hasty finishing will need to be addressed for us to be able to penetrate. One other important stats too is Cristiano Ronaldo against this opponent, against Atletico Madrid. The man has a very good record against this team. This is the team that he has played the most in his career. He's played about 35 games against Atletico Madrid, and he has scored 25 goals against them. So you can more or less say Atletico Madrid is Ronaldo's favorite opponent to play against, and him being touted around as the best player in the Champions League history. I think he should be gearing up and motivated enough to play in this game. Of late, he hasn't been playing well, but I am tipping him to find the motivation to turn up and play well. Yes, and he has also scored about 4 hat-tricks against Atletico Madrid, and that is a record there. And no player has ever scored a hat-trick against Diego Simione. It is only Ronaldo who has done that. So this is a very good game for Ronaldo to step up and do his thing. I think he has a very good record against Atletico Madrid, and he will be looking and should be looking to improve upon that and help us qualify. So that being said, this has been my match preview. As always, please subscribe to the channel if you are new, and get into the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about the upcoming game, how you think United should approach it, and what you think we need to improve upon, and sort of the negatives and the positive all together. Let's get interactive as always and share the video. Thank you all for your support. Until we meet again next time, have a nice time to you all and stay safe out there. Bye bye.